Catherine Garossi was born on August 16, 1973, in Los Angeles County, California. She spent her childhood in the sunny state but later moved to Arizona to attend college. After graduation, she decided to stay in Arizona and pursued a career as a kindergarten teacher in Phoenix. Catherine worked at Arrowhead Elementary School in North Glendale, where she was well loved by her students and colleagues. Her friends and family described her as energetic, upbeat, and full of charisma. Known for her compassionate nature, Catherine adopted a shelter dog named Sunshine. She had a deep love for education, animals, and nature, often spending her summers hiking and rafting through the Grand Canyon. In her free time, she sometimes worked as a tour guide for the Grand Canyon Railway, a popular heritage railroad in Arizona. Charlie Mallon, 34, was an Arizona native who grew up in Williams. He dropped out of high school in 2007 and never pursued further education. Charlie's life was plagued by substance abuse and a criminal record that dated back to 2009. He had been charged with multiple crimes, including drug offenses, DUI, property damage, and several assaults on law enforcement officers. His reputation was well known to local authorities, partly due to his criminal history and also because his stepfather, Herman Nixon, served as the city's chief of police. Despite their familial connection, Chief Nixon stated that he had little contact with Charlie after he dropped out of school. Recently, Charlie had been working as a server, struggling to make ends meet. Charlie and Catherine met at a restaurant on July 10, 2017, where Charlie worked as a server. They hit it off quickly, but it's not clear when Catherine learned that Charlie had just been released from jail after serving 4 years for aggravated assault. Catherine saw potential in Charlie and believed he could overcome his problems with care and discipline. She encouraged him to seek help for his drug addiction and find full-time work. For a while, things seemed to be improving. However, about a month later, things took a bad turn. On August 20th, 2017, Charlie's sister called the police, reporting that Charlie had stolen her car. She explained that she had been driving on the highway with Charlie and her kids when Charlie, in a panic, pulled out a gun, convinced that another car was going to attack them. After she stopped the car, Charlie took off with it, leaving her and the kids stranded. Later, he called to tell her where he had left the car, and the police found him at a bar nearby. Charlie was arrested for having a gun, which was illegal for him as a convicted felon, and for stealing the car.
Behind you, behind you. Behind you. Behind you, Tracy. Charlie, please put your hands up on the wall.
Put your hands on the wall.
Put your hands up on the wall.
Put your hands on the wall.
Put your hands up on the wall.
Go.
If you move, you won't be shot. Understand? Sorry, what's this all about? Turn on you.
You have any weapons on you, Charlie?
What am I being pulled over for, sir?
You're not being pulled over. You're being contacted
Gun.
because of the vehicle issue.
Get on your knees.
Go on your knees,
Get
brother.
on your knees. I'm going hands-free. Hold mine.
I'm not making a move, man.
This might, it's tight.
I got it.
Left front pocket.
It's hot.
Yeah, I can, and it's tight. You're under arrest.
I'll go let her know. Sam, one more 10-15. Yeah, I'll go get one.
15 at 20:02.
Yeah, he just walked out with a gun in his pocket. He's in custody.
He's prohibited possession.
I know.
Get it up on his knees. Stand by.
So I just talked to my sister. She said she didn't file the report. She said she didn't press no charges on me.
Let me clean out the back.
Yep.
Mr. What?
Should we get a full pat on him?
Catherine, feeling sorry for Charlie, eventually agreed to pay $20,000 to get him out of jail, using her house as collateral.
Malzahn, Coconino County Jail. Can you come get me?
I hate
Catherine, Catherine, I'm sitting here waiting for you. Will you please come get me? I mean, I'm going to slick my hair back with some gel. I'm going to put deodorant on.
I have $2,000, but I don't have $20,000 collateral.
What do you mean?
I mean, my house doesn't have any equity in it, and my car is not worth $20,000.
$20,000 for those. What they're going to do?
But I don't think you're that dangerous. Are you that dangerous? I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
At what time, Catherine? What time are you coming to get me?
I should be there by 3:30 or 4.
Alright. Well, I'll see you then. I love you, Catherine, alright?
I love you too, as well.
After Charlie was released, Catherine went missing. It wasn't long before the police started looking for her, especially after Charlie was caught using her credit card and giving a fake name to the police. Catherine's friends and family were worried, as she hadn't been in touch for days, and her dog had been left without care, which was very unusual for her. Soon after, there was a violent crime spree near Arizona State University, and with Charlie being the last person to see Catherine alive, the police intensified their search for him. A witness reported seeing Charlie driving Catherine's car, which had blood inside.
Malzahn turning up on the campus of ASU. This surveillance video released by ASU police today showing Malzahn wandering around, talking to students, then entering a dormitory with a 17-year-old female student, passing the security guard, getting on an elevator. Not seen, the young woman giving Malzahn a bottle of water and then asking him to leave. According to court documents, Malzahn now admitting he got angry, repeatedly punched the young woman, then threw her to the ground. After the attack, Malzahn then fleeing the dormitory, only to carjack another young woman named Shannon McCrae a short time later.
The police now feared the worst and began treating the case as a possible homicide. On October 9th, the police found Catherine's car and arrested Charlie after a short chase. The inside of the car was heavily damaged and there was blood everywhere. Charlie eventually told the police where they might find Catherine's body. Investigators discovered that after an argument, Charlie had murdered Catherine by stabbing her 14 times and then running her over with her own car.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Corey Runge with Flagstaff Police Department, and I'm recording this video to give a video transcript of the press release that was released this morning in reference to the missing person homicide case of Catherine Grosby. Since October 8th of 2017, law enforcement across many jurisdictions have been investigating the reported missing person of Catherine. We've continued to investigate throughout this time, and on October 13th, investigators followed up on leads in the case and located a deceased person in Mare, Arizona, who is believed to be Catherine Grosby. The remains were located on private property off Nugget Mine Road in Mare. The suspect in the case, Charlie Malzahn, ultimately gave investigators some details and directions which led them to narrow their scope of their search. Investigators from Yavapai County Sheriff's Office and Flagstaff Police Department coordinated efforts and resources to investigate this scene. Currently, investigators are confirming that the remains are those of Catherine through DNA testing. This testing will take some time to verify the identity beyond a doubt. Police do firmly believe that the individual will be identified as Catherine for multiple reasons. This includes the fact that the primary suspect in Catherine's disappearance led investigators to the remains. The deceased also met the physical description of Catherine. This includes the clothing that she was last seen wearing on the jail video, which has been released. An autopsy has been completed by Yavapai County and determined that the manner of death is a homicide.
I just want to say I'm sorry. I know it doesn't change anything. I really am sorry. But I just said we were sorry.
In 2019, Charlie was charged with a first-degree murder, but after years of delays, he accepted a plea deal in 2022, pleading guilty to the charges. He was sentenced to life in prison without parole. Catherine's family was heartbroken, and her mother spoke at the sentencing, sharing her pain and loss.
Her kindergarten teacher held her eyes. She somehow saw a little boy inside that was hurting, abandoned, betrayed, or whatever. And she was there when the rest of the world was not. And how was this kindness returned?